I picked up a 172 scale UltraProbe from Todd during Wonderfest 2022. He asked me to document my building it. So the kit comes with the main UltraProbe command module, the rear half, the back wall, two 4-way RCS thruster sets, four sensor discs, 4 clamp held it onto the main ship, 4 engines, and a decal set. I'm going to be adding some spare decals from my 172 Eagle to put a pair of pilots, astronauts in the windows, and to black out the lower half of the windows. And so the next step is clean up and a wash up and white primer. And after I get that done, and probably the base white coat and other coats on the parts, we'll be back. And we're back with a 172 UltraProbe build. Since last time, all the parts have been scrubbed with the greaser to get rid of mold release, primed with Tamiya gray primer, and assembled the main body, the back cover, sensor dishes, and the whole body together. Over the primer for my base color, we're using Vallejo 71 119 gray white, which I kind of think of as a gallon of white with 3 drops of black in it. Just gives it a slightly off-white color and serves as a very good base coat. The main ship and the locking legs have that all the same base coat. For the engine parts, they're in Tamiya TS100 semi-gloss gunmetal metallic, and the insides for the engine bells, they also have Tamiya XF84 dark iron for their base coats. These all get a light coating of shiny silver on top to brighten them up a little bit. By the way, the wired alligator clips, if you search on Amazon for wired alligator clips and scroll down a little bit, you can get 40 of them for about 10 to $5 depending on who you order it through. So the next step is comparing the decals we have with some of the screenshots of the UltraProbe and seeing what needs to be painted on as far as striping and other accents before we do the decaling, which will be next week. So see you then. And here we are for part 3 for the 172 UltraProbe command module build and paint. And we're at the just finishing the painting before decal stage. And to give you a look around, we've got some odds in the painting on the back end to get some detail. I've alternated the colors on the ribbing on the back assembly. I use some light gold gray on the little tabs around the door, red on the inside of the door, and some dark ghost gray for the little boxes at the bottom and on the side. And we've got our windows all blackened in. So next is a coat of clear gloss lacquer and onto decals, and we'll be back with more when that's done. Okay, we're back with the after decals for the UltraProbe command module. These are just the stock decals so far. Got the side boost One's for the side control thrusters, the bottom. Only decals I didn't use, I painted on the little orange stripes on the locking legs and on the little bumps down here at the bottom. Couple things to note: you want to put the black RCS decals on last. When you put, according to the pictures, this little cutout here comes right to the edge of this part here, so that pushes the red stripe underneath the RCS decals. Back in a few days with putting on some custom odds and ends decals to finish off the decals for this kit. And send this over to Todd. Thank you. Okay, on to the additional decals. On the 4 clamps I put in actually they're bathtubs, recognizable from Space 1999. And for the back of the UltraProbe, I put in a couple paint pieces here and there, and the little squares that are in the center on the sides. And a couple other places are from a Lost in Space Jupiter 2 decals. And for the main sides of the ship, here's all of our extra decals. Just to give it a little bit of other than empty space. And for the round there. And a pair of spare pilots from the 172 Eagle model. Next up is panel line painting and weathering. Okay, this is the final chapter for our 172 UltraProbe command module build. Since the last time I've gotten the Tamiya panel line black, put it on it and cleaned up. A coat of flat clear. You can see I added chrome to the sensor dishes. We also have some gloss added to the 2 windows on the front. And we've added our engines on the back doorway, hatch system, and the locking clamps. And just give it a slow turn around. For the ship. So, I think that's all the parts. Todd, you can stitch this all together, maybe boost up the audio a little, and post it for the group. Thank you.